Oh, baby, get it all over the meat. You want every bite to just explode with that flavor. Oh, this smells so good.
Over the last few months, we've all been away from the things we love. I've been away from the stage. Chefs have been away from their kitchens. But that doesn't mean we haven't discovered new things about our craft and even ourselves. So in launching their new wine cellar, LG Signature has invited me to partner with acclaimed wine critic James Suckling and a group of incredible New York City chefs to share some of our notes on the things we've learned this season and the dishes those lessons have inspired. This is Notes from the Cellar. Because I grew up such a quiet and introverted child, I think my only real way of voicing my opinions and my thoughts and just being able to reflect on times in my life and things I was going through was to journal. It really was my voice before dancing became my voice. And I have I've kept all of my journals since I was, I think, about 13 years old. Whenever I go back and I read past journal entries, which I actually did last night, I think that it just shows me who I truly am as a person. You know, I was a 5th-year corps de ballet member at American Ballet Theater. I probably was like 22 or 23. And I was reading about just like my goals of, you know, it's not just about becoming a soloist. It's not just about becoming the first Black principal ballerina at ABT, but I know there are so many people that I could impact. It's such a beautiful thing to see that I'm still on this same path. I think everyone could benefit from voicing themselves in some way and being able to look back and reflect on it through writing, which is why it's so exciting that today we have Chef Matt Abdoo. He'll be sharing some of his own personal memories while he cooks a recipe that's rooted deep in his own past. I am so excited to see what Chef Matt will be cooking up for us today.
My name is Matt Abdoo. I'm the chef owner of Pig Beach Barbecue in New York City. I went to the Culinary Institute of America in Hyde Park, New York, and I was at Del Posto restaurant for about 10 years. I was chef de cuisine for the last 4, and now I'm cooking barbecue. One of the greatest things I love about cooking is that I'm able to put things from my past and my roots of being half Lebanese and half Italian into all the dishes that I'm making. Even though Pig Beach has been closed for the last 4 months, it's just really incredible to be back here, getting a chance to cook again and fire up the grill, and getting that sort of sense of purpose back. And I'm super excited today to share a dish that's really close to my heart. Today we're making this delicious garlic and rosemary rubbed grilled tri-tip steak with this herbaceous chimichurri sauce. And what I love so much about this sauce is it brings me right back to my youth and gives me that nostalgia of being a kid, being at grandma's house when she would make for me this salsa verde, which is very similar to this chimichurri sauce. To get this sauce made, these are the following ingredients that we need. First, some Italian leaf parsley, chopped up fine enough so it'll mix in together with the rest of the ingredients. Fresh shallots. We're gonna slice it to get those small little dices of shallot. Fresh garlic cloves. Garlic for me growing up was something that was always in my household. The aroma of waking up to this when grandma was cooking in the house was one of the best smells on the planet. Take the side of your knife and give it a good smash. Get the garlic nice and chopped up fine. Now it's time for fresh lemon. You're just gonna cut it into quarters. Get out all those seeds and just squeeze them on into our bowl for that fresh lemon juice. All right, now it's time to add a little bit of lemon zest, kosher salt, ground black pepper, dried oregano, a little bit of chili flake, a good red wine vinegar, and extra virgin olive oil, the best that you can find. So once all these components are in our bowl, we're just gonna simply take a spoon and give it a mix. Bring all these flavors together. This smell of this already, guys, is incredible. I can't wait for you to try this. In my Italian household, everything was rustic but beautiful. The beauty lies within those imperfections. So you don't have to worry about having precision knife cuts with this recipe. It's really just all about getting those flavors chopped up and mixed together to bring out that beautiful flavor of this chimichurri sauce. We're gonna head over and put it into our LG Signature wine cellar. And one of the things I love so much about this machine is that not only does it hold wines at different controlled temperatures, it also has a refrigerator drawer and a freezer drawer, all of which have their individual settings that you can make it to be the perfect temperature you want for red wine, white wine, champagne, refrigerator, or freezer. We're gonna put it into the refrigerator drawer, let it sit for about an hour to let all those flavors just kind of come out while we get ready to grill up our tri-tip. Now that our chimichurri sauce is made, it's time to go and make our rub. Super simple, made with just ingredients you can find at any grocery store. First, starting off with a little bit of sweet paprika, kosher salt, ground black pepper, granulated garlic, and last but not least, our dried crushed rosemary. That's all gonna go in the bowl together. We're just gonna give it a quick mix to get all those ingredients to be perfectly combined. We're gonna take this rub and we're gonna do our best to coat every nook and cranny of this piece of tri-tip and just start seasoning all over. Season the backside. So now that our steak is seasoned, it's time to throw it to our hot grill. Take the steak and we're gonna put it on the super hot zone of our grill to get a good char and really get all those flavors and seasonings of that rub to just explode with flavor. And we're gonna let that cook for about 5 minutes, and then we're gonna give it a cross and cook it for another 5 minutes. At the end of the 10 minutes, we're gonna flip it over completely and do the exact same thing for a total cook time of anywhere between 18 to 20 minutes, or until the internal temperature of that steak reaches about 125 degrees for a perfect medium rare. So while we're waiting for this delicious tri-tip to grill up, our good friend James Suckling is going to talk to you guys about an incredible wine pairing to go with this steak.
I'm James Suckling. I've been a wine critic for 39 years, and I rate and evaluate wines. For me, the ultimate steak wine at the moment is actually my ultimate wine. It's a wine that I chose as the wine that really signifies my 10 years as an independent wine critic. It's Almaviva from Chile, the 2017 100 points.
So our tri-tip has been grilling away to perfection. It's reached 125 degrees for that perfect medium rare, and I've let it rest for about 5 minutes. It's time to pull it off the grill and slice it up to show you guys the finished dish. Always want to make sure we're slicing against the grain to get that perfect tender bite. Oh, baby, look at that. Take it right over here, put it right on our plate. Now it's time to finish it with this incredible chimichurri sauce. Get it all over the meat. You want every bite to just explode with that flavor. Oh, this smells so good. Now that our steak's all plated up, I'm gonna run inside to my LG Signature Wine Cellar to grab the perfect glass of wine to go with it. And there you have it, our rosemary and garlic rubbed grilled tri-tip with a nostalgic chimichurri sauce. It is absolutely delicious, and it's gonna bring you right on back like it does for me, and I hope you love it.
It's been such a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed cooking these meals at home. Cheers.